Okay. By the way, welcome to Native Camp. You can call me Cham. You are Cookie. Can I ask Cookie how long have you been here in Native Camp? Okay, so welcome here, Cookie. And let's start your lesson. So we have daily news, science, technology, new insulin technique may change diabetes care, right? Okay. And let's start here from the words and phrases. Cookie, do you want me to play US and UK pronunciation or US or UK? Okay. So I'll read the meaning. Kindly read the sample sentence after the audio. Okay. So Cookie, the first one is a noun.
Technique.
Okay. A way of doing something using special knowledge or skill.
She learned a new technique to solve the problem.
Okay. Another one, okay, verb.
Weaken.
To become less strong or to make something less strong.
Cold weather can weaken the immune system.
Okay. Another one, adjective.
Acidic.
Okay, containing or having the chemical characteristics of an acid, a chemical usually a liquid that contains hydrogen and has a pH of less than 7. Okay.
The soil in this area is highly acidic, which affects the types of plants that can grow there.
Okay. And we have another adjective.
Stable.
Stable means not changing suddenly or likely to change.
The water level in the river stayed stable for several days, even after the rain stopped.
And we got the last one, Cookie. It's a noun.
Approach.
A way of dealing with something.
We need a new approach to improve our sales.
Okay, that's all for the words and phrases. Let me read the question now in the comprehension part. Number one, what is the new technique? Then, second, what did tests show? And why is the team working on controlling the dose? Okay, so we will answer later. So I'll play the audio of the article first. Here is it.
New insulin technique may change diabetes care. A new technique may allow insulin to pass through the skin without needles. In tests on mice and small pigs, a special material was attached to insulin and used like a skin cream. This method lowered blood sugar almost as fast as an injection, and it could lead to patches for people with diabetes, making daily care easier and less painful. Many medicines cannot be taken as pills because the body breaks them down, and some can be used on the skin, like nicotine. But insulin is too large to pass through the skin's layers. Some methods try to open the skin with tiny needles or chemicals, but these can weaken the skin and raise safety concerns. The new method uses a polymer that can move through the skin by reacting to changes in pH. The top layer of skin is more acidic, so the polymer starts with a positive charge and attaches to fatty molecules there. Deeper layers have a higher pH, which causes the polymer to lose its charge and let go. This allows it to travel farther into the skin. Researchers joined insulin to this polymer. Tests showed that the combined molecule entered the bloodstream and reached the organs involved in controlling blood sugar. In animals, the cream reduced blood sugar to normal within a short time and kept levels stable for many hours, longer than injected insulin. The method has not shown side effects in animal tests, but long-term safety must be studied in humans. The team is also working on controlling the dose, so it does not lower blood sugar too much. The same approach may work for other medicines, including drugs used for weight loss. If successful, this technology could change how many people take important treatments.
Okay. So we will go back to the question, Cookie. Number one, what is the new technique? Exactly. And that's on first paragraph. You got it? How about the second question? What did tests show? Exactly. It's still correct. That's on forward paragraph. And we got the last question. Wait for a moment. Okay, number three, why is the team working on controlling the dose? Exactly. And this time it's on fifth paragraph. So you got all the answers correctly. So we don't have problem with this part, Cookie. Let's move on to read out. I'll just take down notes and give my feedback after so you can start. Okay, thank you, Cookie. Again, I usually take down notes, but honestly, I don't have problem in terms of your pronunciation. So I guess we can move on directly to the discussion part. And we have six questions. The first one is, do you think needle-free insulin would make life easier for people with diabetes? Why do or don't you think so? Exactly, right? So of course, I have my brother-in-law. I mean, he's injecting insulin also every day, right? So, it depends on the stomach, I think. So, of course, it's really hassle. And personally, Cookie, my father died from diabetes, but he never had experienced the, how can I say, injection because he just felt not so feeling well that day. So he went to the hospital, but then we never expected that he died from that, right? So how can I say? He just took a leave to have a checkup, but while the doctor is interviewing him, he died. So it's a complication already, but the main reason for his death is was diabetes, right? So that's why it's really hard. And of course, that's genetic, right? So I'm really scared about having the same uh, illness, right? So that's really a big, I mean, this is really a big help, needle free insulin. Mm, okay. So is diabetes cookie popular also in your country? Or because based on observation, I think compared, if I will compare Japanese people to American people, I think you are, I mean, Japanese people are more health conscious than them, right? Is this popular also? Mhm. Exact- mm, exact- Yeah, exactly. It really depends, right? But in my father's case, he's really health conscious at home. But in reality, when he's at work, they have free snacks and unlimited supply of soft drinks way back then. So maybe that's the reason. So, of course, at home, he never drink juices or anything. But when I visited his workplace once and his boss was Chinese and they have free. How can I say they have unlimited chocolates, candy, and soft drink. So that's the main problem way back then. Uh, exactly. It's yeah, self-discipline. Here's the sample answer, Cookie. Do you want to check this or later on? Okay, sure. Let's have the second one. Would you trust a medicine that goes through the skin as much as one injected with a needle? Right? Why or why not? Yeah. Exactly. And also, it depends on the person, right? Because way back COVID-19, of course, we have injections that can really immune us from the virus. But some people, they don't want to accept it, or they never accepted that because they have other belief. Oh, it's how can I say? It's hard to have injection because of the side effect or the how can I say, counter indication, something like that, right? So it depends on the person, but of course, it's about us. Mm, yeah, mm, exactly. And of course, we have the advancement of technology. So of course, we have this kind of, how can I say, uh, innovations nowadays, right? So at least it's for us rather than injecting. I mean, it's really hassle to have injection every day. And this is really good for me as long as like what you said, it's a trusted company or it's approved by the BFAD. We have Bureau of Food and Drugs here, right? So as long as it's approved, it's fine with me. Okay, here is it. And third question, wait, I'm low but okay. So number three, how could needle-free insulin change daily routines for people with diabetes? So just try to imagine, right, from everyday injection to needle-free insulin. Mm, mm, mm. Exactly. That's a normal routine, daily routine, right? And some people also, they are afraid of needle, right? Like my brother-in-law. I mean, he's really a strong person inside and out, but in terms of needle, is really afraid of it. Maybe because of the pain or they have low pain tolerance, right? But it's another case for him. It's how can I say? It's I forgot the term. His kidneys was broken. I mean, are broken, so he need to undergo dialysis 3 times a week, right? So it's another case. But again, we're talking about some people. They are afraid of needles, right? So that's a big solution, like just uh cream. Okay. Exactly. Mm, exactly. Thank you, Cookie, for the idea. Let's have another one. Do you think new skin delivery methods could replace many injections in the future? What makes you say so? Okay, in the future. Yeah. Mm, yeah. Mm, exactly. I agree with you. Okay. In my experience also, Cookie, I think I agree with you because when how can I say, my daughter got hospitalized last July, and also my son last September, when they give pain reliever, if the pain is really high, they usually inject the pain reliever medicine instead of taking it orally, because according to the nurses, the impact or the effect is faster and more effective than drinking it orally. So that's why I can really say so that it's agree for me for this question. Okay. But maybe in the future, right? Of course, again, we have the advancement of technology, so it keeps on evolving. So maybe in the future, but as of now, um, we have cream or the injection method. And how about the fifth question? How might this technology help people who avoid treatment because of needles? Mm. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Right. So they're afraid of needle most of the time. Mm, exactly. Okay, here is it. And let's try this one quickly. How could skin delivery system be used for other medicines in the future? Maybe it can. We don't have time. I'm sorry. Maybe it can be an assignment. Thank you, Cookie, for this early lesson, and have a safe day ahead. Bye bye.